teammates of the Olentangy, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Louisiana Ragin Cajuns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ragin Cajuns will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off with the football. And Jesse, this offense is built around a guy who could be a generational talent at wide receiver.
This offense is explosive because of that guy. He can take routine catches and turn them into long touchdowns. He can take the top off of the defense. They're going to throw his way early and often in this game, Dave.
And I can tell you already, the defensive coordinator is not enjoying his life. Like, every single play, you better know where he is. He can wreck a game in one play, can hit the home run at any time. All eyes will be on him.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The play-action fake. Gets it out fast. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Ragin Cajuns offense will get the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running back searching for a hole. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to swing it on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Hang on, Sloopy! The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Punt is in the air. Wants to return it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Backed up now, here's second and long. Now the play fake. Takes it on the shuffle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. He's got the tight end. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down. Punt is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This guy's had all of college football talking after coming away with 3 sacks in his first game, and he already notches his first sack in this one. What a terror he has been on offense as early this season.
And the Ragin Cajuns will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Second down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Breaks the tackle. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force third and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The give to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Ragin Cajuns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Off the play fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Ragin Cajuns will line up to punt it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Quick completion to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Dumps it off in the flats. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Wants to throw again. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. This time it's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the jet sweep here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Here's a heat. Moving away from pressure. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Notre Dame went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Irish always get everyone's best punch, but today they took that punch and delivered a knockout of their own. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He'll do it himself on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Power football with the run. Got the 1st down and more. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Might as well give it to him again. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Ragin Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. At the 35, he's loose. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Slings it downfield. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll send out the kicker here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
The Buckeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner is stopped. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And a sack all the way back at the 5. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the tailback. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And the Ragin Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. High the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. Oh, he broke out another move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The pitch to the left. Finding an escape route. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the
surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
The Ragin Cajuns decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Into a tight window. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds a man on the left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Ragin Cajuns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. The Ragin Cajuns send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Let's see what he can do with it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Looking downfield on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They'll try to get the edge on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Ragin Cajuns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires one high and deep. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Finds the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking to throw on first down.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Ragin Cajuns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Give to the back. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to run it out of the gun and found no room at all. The give to the single back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Ragin Cajuns will send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This offense has it with really good field position. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock as a defense...
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in to block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
The Ragin Cajuns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. They cough it up near their... That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
Oh, he's got a chance.
Returner brings it out to the 42.
They'll start this drive from the 42.
Buckeyes will take over. 1st and 10.
They go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. The kick is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to beat him to the left. Headed to the end zone. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.